item guide is working. Okay, here I'm going to, for example, I'm going to the Ricky and demo hero. Okay, and I go to the plus assistant. I don't know if the item shows here. Okay, so here the item suggestion shows here. Starting items, early game, mid game, late game, and stuff like that. Oh, that's not Dota Plus. So this is like, this one doesn't work in the uh, this one doesn't work in the demo. You have to be in the actual game, and when you select the lane, it will suggest automatically. But the thing is, like, the items are really good. Like, some of the item guides are really good because I played a lot and it works. But the problem with it is, when I play, I want to know the timing. Like, plus assistant doesn't suggest you have to complete this item within this minute and stuff like that. And other guide also, like there are other guides, like popular guides, you can see the by percentage. Here GG bet 90% positive review. So I'm gonna, if I select this, they give starting items and then core record in order and then situational and all the stuff like that, but they don't put the timing. Okay, and then that's 90 percentage, and then gaming GG, those are there, and total ini is the most popular one among people, because I heard that name a lot of time, but I don't know, it's not in the top list right here. I know why. I don't know why. So let's here I found out a Reddit article that shows that other Dota Plus Assistant item skill build suggestion worth following. The description says the assistant uses machine learning to recommend items on a per game basis. But what's your experience been with it, and is the advice mostly sound? Should you just ignore it like the default item guides? Okay, now let's look at the replays. One has, I'm gonna look at the top 3 first. So here the one with the 8 upwards, and here one with 6 upwards, and then so there are not a lot of comments, so let's go ahead and read all of them. It uses machine learning to find popular trends for items purchased on heroes. That may not be good thing. For example, push buying Aether Lens very popular, successful for most pushes. So Dota Plus will recommend it, but Aether Lens is specifically for landing hooks. Some players would prefer Blink Dagger into alt than hook, for example. Aether Lens is useless for them in this case. So yeah, that's why, when you select Dota Plus item guide, there will be, like, if you scroll down, if you just see, there will be only one guide, but if you there will be alternative options, and if you scroll down, they're going to show 3 different item guides, and you have to look at the enemy heroes and pick items accordingly. For example, if there's an enemy that is PA, then you have to look for a guide with the item build that contains MKB. For example, let's say there's a Wind Ranger there, then you have to consider building an item with MKB. And then if there are tanky heroes or Husker there, you have to consider building item with this one, IF Scaddy, right? So you have to look at those items, like according to the enemy heroes. You have to see which item build will counter them and build accordingly. So that's the thing. And let's look at the second highest words comment. I improved significantly once I turned off all suggestion items and actually start thinking about what item to build and why I am buying it, what threatens me and what I needed to threaten them. Following some cookie cutter item build helps initially, but should be looked as a crutch. Yeah, this is perfect, because you have to know, first of all, you have to know some items are necessary. For example, if you are playing Ricky, um, this item will get you a lot of kills. Like if you get a diffusal blade, it's get you a lot of kills, so it's good to follow them. Like if you are Ricky, one of the things is like you have to get the boots first, and then you have to make sure you are getting the diffusal blade, and after that you have to make sure you are getting a manta, because when people dust on you, if you use manta, the dust will disappear, so it counters dust. So manta, diffusal blade important, and then after that you can decide whether you can go for skull baser or you can go for IS caddy, depending on the enemy heroes, right? So you have to think about like what's your enemy heroes and then buy a item accordingly. Then let's look at this guy. For items, I actually prefer Immortal Faith or Total Inif. For example, I picked Lifestealer and enemy team had Phantom Lancer. Dota Plus recommend Threads Armlet Deso, which is silly. I need to rush Maelstrom Magellana PL. Okay, so example, I picked Lifestealer and enemy team had a Phantom Lancer. Yeah, if your enemy team had a Phantom Lancer, it's better to build some AoE items like Battle Fury or Maelstrom, right? So you have to think about it. Like that's the same thing with like illusion, any illusion hero, Maelstrom or any Radiance, or you can build Magellana or Battle Fury, right? And if it's PA or Wind Ranger, you have to build MKB. So these are that's another thing. And then let's look at this one. No, not really. The suggested guides are very much generic for the heroes and don't adjust much for the matchup changes. Player submitted guides would actually be better, as they are often upgraded more and thoroughly tried and tested. Although take every guide with a large grain of salt, as there are so many variables between games, patches and ranks to make the guides relevant for every game. By all means use the guides, but also initiative and game sense would be better guide for the game. No, not really. Draft suggestions are not that useful. Pull timing indicators is nice QOL, but Dota plus its item suggestions usually are all wrong, kinda the same old Valve default guides. I got the last season honestly for the rank rolls, since they went free. Rank rolls are honestly not worth it. Since they went free, I experienced a lot of toxicity that while present in the player ranked rolls was much lighter. Also matchmaking is very wonky, and since farming tokens for faster queue is a thing, you have a lot of players who don't play really play support, don't care to play support while farming tokens. The avoid player is nice, but the list is very short and you can still have annoying people showing up in your game. Next. Okay, so these comments. And here the way I do it, I don't rely on Dota Plus. I tried Dota Plus, but the thing is, I like the item guides and everything. It's not as bad as these guys say. It's actually really good. Like if you follow, for example, I didn't know Spectre had an option to buy Blood Throne, and that's new trend. But the Dota Plus shows it. Like if you go with this build, it's very good for you. Then I looked at Blood Throne, and the upgrade of it contains this magical resistance as well. Like when you upgrade to Blood Throne, it has a magical resistance, and it will serve you. And also it has 60 attack speed, mana regeneration. So everything is there for a good carry hero. I never considered as a Spectre, but it's one of the popular thing people are buying. So I was only aware of that when I start using Dota Plus. And totally also I heard people are saying good, but all of the guys doesn't have time. Like for example, here the way I set it up, here you can see I will put my guide the way I follow. So I go to this Dota buff. I go to Dota buff, select a hero. Okay, look for some guides. And look at the timings, like as a carry, the practice, like the best practice you would be doing is getting the items on time. So even though if it's a bad item, let's say you're following an item build, and even though if it end up being a bad item, you still gonna win the game by hitting the timings. Like let's say, like the way I do is just follow this guides. Like 10 minutes I have to buy all these things, and 20 minutes once I start doing that, now I know, like if I am messing up my farming, I know that okay, I have to focus on a little bit for farming because I'm chasing heroes and I'm I'm missing on my farming. So I know by putting the time right here, I know that if I'm messing up, that's not possible with Dota Plus. So I would suggest, like when you are picking from Dota buff, you have to look at what this skill they are picking. So here this guy picks plus point for blink strike slow, minus for smoke screen cooldown, and plus point 0.5 extra multiplier, and minus for chicken cooldown. So minus 4, actually plus 0.4, minus 4, plus 0.5, minus 4. So I'm going to look at guides that contain those kind of patterns. So here this is not the one because we don't have the plus 0.4. So I'm going to look at all the guide that and find out which one has this skill tree build exactly same as that guy. Okay, let's look at that. Let's actually build one for Ricky, the one I'm gonna build from the first popular guide there. And those guys are good because you can see the people who follow the guide actually got, the guy got 24 kills, and the opponents, like there's no illusion hero opponent as well, and still he's buying Battle Fury. It's because Aghanim Scepter with Battle Fury for Ricky works really great because the Aghanim Scepter upgrade allow you to hit two heroes at the same time, and if you upgrade Battle Fury with it, and that's going to be very effective. Here you can see a trick and trait increases the cast range, number of attacks, and allows you to target an ally hero hiding inside them for a duration. Each attack hits an additional target. Okay, so that's why that one with Battle Fury is popular because it deals a lot of damage. But I'm not very like I tried this one, and also I tried the builds with Diffusal Blade but Diffusal Blade is good. Like if you are a pro player, you are good with it. But if you are like in the low rank, I would suggest a Diffusal Blade because the beneficial of having Diffusal Blade is once you smoke, like let's say you're using a smoke and use the Diffusal Blade inside the smoke, the enemy will stay in the smoke for a while and you can cast all the spell and kill him before he casts any spell. But this one, you have a risk factor enemy running away. You will miss a lot of kills if you are not a very good player, right? So this guy must be very good. He got 24 kills, but I would say like this guy didn't get that much, but I would say most Diffusal Blade builder get more kills. So here this guy got 36 kills. It's probably Diffusal Blade 25. So I always look for the build with Diffusal Blade because I'm kind of addicted to it. I'm kind of fan of it, and I tried without it and it's boring because when I smoke and the heroes escape, that kill is gone, and I need slow or stun to make them stay in the smoke for a while. That helps the team too. Okay, so I'm gonna actually look for something with Diffusal Blade, and I'm gonna build the list. Once I build the list, then I'm gonna play with that. Okay, so the first guide, I don't really like this one because this one has like Battle Fury, then Aghanim Scepter. Yeah, but that doesn't, like if you're a very skilled player it's okay, but I like to have Diffusal Blade and get a lot of kills. So here this one, seems a good one. He played 10 hours ago, and let's see what are the item tree build he's getting. Plus 60 mouse range radius. Yeah, that's really good, because the more radius you have, diffuser blade, they cannot work out the smoke, and you can kill literally anyone within the smoke before they go out. Plus 60 radius, and then 8 percentage cloak and dagger movement speed. Cloak and dagger movement speed is like when you're invisible you are like faster. That's a cloak and dagger. Then plus 0.5 backstab multiplier, and then minus 4 trick and tricks cooldown. So I'm gonna look for a guide with that tree build set. So here plus okay, this one backs up, and minus. Okay, wait a minute. What is the end one? That is minus 4 trick and trades cooldown. Yeah, the minus 4 the trick and trades actually serve you a lot of time. Like if the cooldown is very low, you can escape from a lot of things. It's like a BKB. That's why, you know, like Ricky doesn't need BKB because he can escape easily. That's crucial. So I'm gonna look for something with that. Okay, this one looks exactly the same, but they don't have the backstab multiplier. I'm gonna look for the backstab multiplier as well. Okay, so this is the exact thing we were seeing before. Okay, so I'm gonna copy the name, and I'm gonna pick this guide, and then I'm gonna change this one to that, and then in 10 minutes what item this guy built. 10 minutes he got the this quelling blade. Okay, wait a minute. Quelling blade and a tango, then circle of nobility, and then slippers of agility, two ironwood branches. I don't have that one, so I'm gonna put it right there. Ironwood branches, and we don't need this one. And then what else? He built a right band. I have it right there. And then he also upgraded the suit to the full. I have it right there. And he also get this op of corrosion. So I'm gonna get the op of corrosion right here. Oh, it's also already there, but I'm gonna put it after the shoe. Okay. And what else? He get the magic wand. I'm gonna get the magic wand as well. And then he get the diffuser blade in 30 minutes, and then he get the Yasha and the Manta. He finished before 30 minutes, so that's perfect. And then after that he go for the Daedalus. I'm gonna put the Daedalus right here down, and then after Daedalus he upgrade Aghanims. That's like before 40 minutes. I'm gonna put it right here, and that's it. Okay, these are the items that enough. Once you reach that all item, then you can think about, okay, what item will be helpful. Like additionally, like for Ricky, if you get stun also, it's very, very helpful because they will stay even more time on smoke. So if I am done with all this stuff, I will go next to the stun. And that's it, guys. I hope you guys find this video helpful. Thanks for watching. And how you follow a guide, like how do you build your guide? Do you follow the guide, or you just play with your intuition? Just put it in the comment section so everybody will know and we can discuss. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next video.